Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you my spring cleaning session. This is the list of the rooms or areas I'm planning to clean. So the reason why I started doing this spring cleaning is because my last job assignment ended in mid-March and I decided to take a break, and why not clean the whole house. So here I'm showing you parts and areas of the house that probably needs a little bit of cleaning. It doesn't seem as if it's that dirty, but you know, given the fact that I've not been cleaning that often, if you take a closer look, you probably see some dust, or you know, when you walk on the floor you can probably feel how unclean it is. Like for example, these stairs, if you look closely, you'll see bits and pieces of probably food scraps that my daughter dropped as she was going up and down during dinner time or lunch time. Now for the powder room, I'm probably just gonna do a once over, like especially the window, because I've not cleaned it since the day we moved in, and also the mirror. For the living room, probably need to do the windows as well, wipe down the couch and vacuum underneath the cushions. So the bookshelf over here, it's also pretty dusty from the construction going around the neighborhood. There's always a layer of dust and fingerprints, sometimes footprints, because my daughter likes to, I don't know, she doesn't stand on it, but it's dusty and she leaves her footprint on it. Same goes with this TV bench over here, pretty dusty. And I need to clear up my work computer and return it soon, so this dining table needs some clearing up, and clear up the things that's behind over here as well. So the kitchen, I have a lot of work to do with the kitchen. Stove top needs to be cleaned, the wall, the countertops, microwave, as well as the door leading to the balcony, because my daughter always leaves her fingerprints on it, as you can tell by this glass. I'm also gonna clean the appliances. Now the second flight of stairs, need to vacuum it, as well as the handles. Because it's white, the stains, fingerprint stains, are more noticeable. And then the cupboard just above the stairs is filled with a craft. I'm planning to clear it up, and it's gonna make way for the printer. Moving on to my daughter's room, it's always in a mess, which is not surprising, so I just need to do some simple cleaning. I plan to go through with her toys, her drawers, vacuum the room a little bit, and her bookshelf. Moving on to her bathroom, planning to clean her countertop, the mirror, the toilet, as well as the bathtub. Moving over to the master bedroom and the bathroom, I'm planning to clean the toilet area. It's pretty dusty at the back, and then also the shower stall. On the ledge over here, we put all of our body wash, shampoo, and it tends to create a buildup, so I need to clean that up. And then as well as the countertops over here, the sinks, the mirror, and probably clear up some stuff from the countertop because it's getting kind of crowded. So the closet over here, I'm not doing a whole lot, probably just vacuum. Moving on to the bedroom side, gonna clean up the TV bench, which is pretty dusty. You can't tell from the light surface, but if you go closer, it's pretty dusty. Probably gonna do the windows as well. My table, wipe off the dust, as well as the dust from this bookshelf. You can see my daughter's footprints at the bottom. That's how dusty it is right now. And then of course the balcony is the dustiest place of all, since the construction is all around. And the cushions, oh my goodness, the cushions get so much dust, even pollen. There's cobwebs. I'm planning to get rid of the cobwebs, but they do come back eventually. The railing, well, maybe I'll do a quick wipe down, but I don't think that would make a difference since construction is still happening. So I'm just gonna do a light dusting and probably wiping down the surface of the chairs, and then take a cloth or some sort to get rid of the cobwebs. And then this table, I think eventually I'm gonna bring it in. Moving downstairs to the porch area, there's a lot of leaves and cobwebs at the bottom that's collected. So I'm planning to clear that up. We don't have a whole lot of stuff in front. We only have like a floor mat, to be honest. Haven't exactly gotten around to decorating it, but I think it's for the best since there's a lot of cobwebs, dust, as you can imagine, endless dust. So before I start the cleaning, decided to head out to Target because I ran out of some cleaning supplies, and I do need to take care of some stuff like getting some creamer. So yeah, just a short outing to get some supplies, and then I'll be back to start cleaning. So decided to get this one, and then I have the creamer. I also bought a packet of band-aids. So that was a quick overview of what I need to clean in the house, and here I am starting to clear the dining table. So I just basically put away all the stuff. That's the first aid kit box that we have. I filled up the box with the new band-aids that I just bought. Esri is always getting into a lot of minor injuries, so we run out of band-aids pretty fast. So here I am just wiping down the dining table and then unplugging the cables, taking up the boxes from behind the dining table, and putting away stuff that some of them belongs to me, some of them is obviously supplied by the workplace, so I need to pack those up, put it in the boxes, and then ship it. So that didn't take too long, but I was having some trouble with the monitor, so I asked my husband to help me remove the stand or the holder. So after I finish packing up all of those things into the boxes, I put them in a corner until the day I ship it off through FedEx. And here I'm taking pieces of Clorox wipes to wipe down the dining table and the chairs. Next was putting away all the things like the extension cord, the headphones, some other things along the way like a jacket and umbrella, and then also the first aid kit box. Here I accidentally dropped the rechargeable batteries, so I had to go and pick up all the batteries before going upstairs again. Next, I decided to do the dishes. So here I am just wiping down the clean utensils and putting them into the drawer. So my usual process of unloading the dishes is to open up all the doors of the cupboards so that I could put in right away wiped down plates, bowls, cups, containers, and then there are some items that still have water collected in the crevices. I would use a big container or a bowl and have them dry on the drying rack. If there's some stuff still in the drying rack, then I would empty those into the cupboard first to make way for the newly clean dishes. So once that's done, I put in the dirty dishes into the dishwasher for the next load. So my usual routine for this is to put in the top rack first and then the bottom heavier, bigger dishes, and then the utensils last. Now I'm moving on to the living room. I'm just clearing up some minor stuff, making way for the cleaning. So like my pillow or my planner stuff, maybe taking away the cushions and putting them elsewhere, because I'm gonna be vacuuming below the cushions or the couch cushions and wiping them down, so I need to make space for that. So this couch is fairly new, so I didn't really have to vacuum that much, but this handheld vacuum wasn't that strong, so I wish I had used the other cordless vacuum, but oh well. So here are the cushions, freshly vacuumed. And then I'm moving on to the older couch. Now this one needed a lot of vacuuming. Plus, I used different parts of the vacuum that didn't quite work, so I was spending a lot of time trying to get hair out. Took me the longest time. Sometimes I resorted to just using my bare fingers to pry out the hair. And this was back-breaking work, I tell you. The amount of time I spent bending over trying to vacuum this amount of dirt and hair off this couch. I wish I had started off with the right part of the vacuum. Next, I use some wipes to wipe down the cushions. So I wasn't really planning to, I don't know, I don't have a proper cleaning solution to wipe down this couch, but I figured this Lysol wipes would just do. So that's what I did. I didn't film this part, but I also wiped down the new set of couch as well, the one I just vacuumed earlier. So that was my whole process of cleaning the couch in the living room. I don't know, I probably should use something different. Probably not Lysol wipes because maybe it might damage the faux leather cover, but I figured since I don't do cleaning that often, you know, and I probably, it can probably survive this wipe. Next are the windows. So this time I use a proper cleaning solution to clean the glass windows, and then I also use a piece of cloth to wipe down the liquid off from the surface. Moving on to the TV bench, I started with using the cloth to wipe away most of the dust. And then I also cleaned the frame of the TV. I know it's still on, so I avoided touching the cords, just the other areas to clean out most of the dust. And then after that, I use Lysol wipes to clean out, to wipe it down, to give it like a sanitized clean. And then now I'm moving on to the bookshelf. removing all the top parts where my daughter's painting supplies, some empty Lego boxes, fan, those big size board games, just to dust off the surface. Here I just use some water and the cloth to wipe out the dust. I didn't really use a cleaning solution for this. And then I just wipe down from top to bottom. This is a Lego bonsai plant. I decided to move it to the coffee table, which you'll see later. So here's where I put the Lego bonsai on the coffee table, and then I moved the other plant, the Lego, I don't know what you call it, but it's also a plant, to the dining table. So this one only has a Lego bonsai. And I decided to take a break because I was tired. My back was aching, so I decided to sit down and watch some Hami Mami vlog. And here is the clean living room. Do excuse the phone camera stand because I was gonna use it for my filming, so that's why it's there. And then the bin is also still there because I don't know where to put it, but later on, right now in fact, it's now in the garage. And here are some newly placed board games that I recycled from the bottom pile. And this is the dining table. It's the next day and I'm gonna be cleaning again today. I was so tired, my body was aching from yesterday's cleaning, but I'm determined to clean the rest of the house. So here I am at the balcony just admiring the plants. This is a pot of marigold that my daughter gave to me. And here is my succulent plants stand. I really love these succulents. I think succulents has got to be my favorite plants ever. And this is my breakfast. It's just barbecue pork filled bun with some coffee and then a little bit of creamer from the creamer that I bought yesterday at Target. Now I'm sitting in a living room, in my clean living room, with my breakfast, my planners beside me, and watching a video on the TV. So after breakfast, I drafted out the tasks that I plan to do for the day and also listed out the areas that I hope to clean today. Still got plenty of spaces to clean. And to differentiate the areas that I clean, I'm gonna use this color pen to mark the areas that I clean today. So I'm gonna start off with cleaning the kitchen sink. I'm gonna use the same cleaner to clean the sink. This big size sink, I don't know what you call it, it's really nice and big and makes it easy to clean like big pots and pans and stuff. But the only problem I find with this sink is that the food tend to gather in the corners rather than drain down into the hole. I try to wash it down the hole with the extendable water spout, but you know, oftentimes you just want to quickly rinse and go, and that's what everybody has been doing in this house. So yeah, things start to build up, and I don't really wash my sink every day. So yeah, I know I probably should, but all we do is clean dishes, so I didn't think that it's necessary to clean every day. So only when I can't stand it anymore, then I start cleaning it. So here I have an old dish wand that I'm using to clean the kitchen sink. So it's only used to clean stuff, so it's not mixed with cleaning dishes or anything like that. The problem with this though, as handy as it is, the sponge part keeps coming out. I think eventually, later part of the cleaning, you will see that I completely removed the sponge so that I could effectively clean without having it pop off. So I'm cleaning the sill over here right by the sink, and it's been a while since I cleaned this area, and there's some hard water dried up on the surface and it's really hard to remove. But I just try my best to clean as much of it off as possible, and then with some regular cleaning I suppose it would eventually come off. So here I'm just using some paper towels to wipe down dry the area, the surfaces. Same goes with the holder and the bottles. And here I'm replacing the old sponge on this dish one with a new one. And then finally I'm gonna spray and clean the surface with this multi-surface cleaner. It gives a little bit of shine, but unfortunately the can was almost empty and it didn't really do much, but I think I got a little bit of shine out of the kitchen sink. And here is my clean kitchen sink area. And now to tackle the stovetop. I don't know when was the last time we cleaned this stovetop. Usually I try not to get it so messy like this, you know, and as soon as there's a spot I would wipe it off, but over time, and my husband do cook as well, some things get splashed around, I guess, and there we go. And the wall over here, it does tend to get pretty greasy, and I don't think I used proper cleaning solution to remove the grease, but I did what I could by going over it multiple times and cleaning it with I think I used something else as well, like some vinegar and baking soda solution to spray over and then to clean it over. So I think I did as best as I could to clean out the grease. Here I'm using the old dish wand to remove as much of the greasy hard bits off. And then once that's done, I would use a paper towel to pick up the pieces. And then the hardest part was getting rid of the really hard caked stuff that you can't really see from this video, but I had to use a scraper to get it off. That was the thing that finally removed all of the caked up stuff. So yeah, so this took me quite a while to clean, actually. You wouldn't have imagined. I mean, but I don't regularly clean, so I don't really know what was best to use to remove the stuff, so it probably took longer than it should. But hey, I got the job done. now comes the grill, cleaning the grill part. Well, okay, so I washed this smaller parts first, and that's easy to do, but the other part, the big grill part, that was the hardest because I think during the previous washing, even when we first moved in, it was already caked up with really hard burnt stuff and we didn't see it. So now that I'm looking closer, eventually I saw some really hard bits sticking out, and I'm like, how do I remove it? So the only way that I could finally do it was use a foot scraper. But even then, with the foot scraper, I couldn't get all of it completely out. And my arm was getting tired. And I just want this cleaning stovetop business to be over and done with. So I just did the best I could to be as thorough as possible in getting the hard cake bits out, and then just finished it off. Okay, so the cleaning stovetop is finally over and I'm ready to put things back together again. I've done more cleaning after this one, but I'm splitting it to a second part video that's coming up soon. So thanks for watching this one, and I know the stovetop cleaning was really long, but thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!